Hey everyone, it's Nick here. Time for another 2 Minute Tuesday. In fairness, if you watched last week's video, you may be watching this video as well and going, hey, that looks awfully familiar. Those clothes, that lighting, all the same. Yeah, I am recording it on the same day because I figured I've got the same setup, so might as well just record it all this way. But this week, I wanted to talk more about REST API and specifically where we can use it other than just web pages. And one of those is actually going to be with the Bitfocus Companion application. So if you're not familiar with Companion, it's a great way to control many different devices, either with a Stream Deck or any other sort of surface that you can add into the application to control loads of different things. So if that fits you, I would definitely go give them a look over and see what kind of things they can do. But yeah, I want to get going and show you guys what sort of things you can do in the companion app with Hippo. And again, if you want to get set up this way, you need to go ahead and set up the REST API component, and you can watch last week's video. We'll put a link in the description on how to get that component added. But inside of Companion, in fairness, I'm not the Companion wizard by any stretch of the imagination, so I'll just show you how I quickly get set up. I just go ahead and go to the connections here, and I'm going to search for Green Hippo, and I can see that there's a Green Hippo Hippotizer connection right here, and I can just go ahead and hit add, click on that, and once it's added, I then have an area to add a target IP address, which is super great. If I remember where I've added my REST API component, I could go ahead, open that up, and check where I need to be sending my commands. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert that same information here. We've already set up the port for you, so all you need to do is insert the IP. And once I've done that, I should have a nice green check mark, which means I'm good to go. And I can go ahead and come over to my buttons now and start setting up basic actions or even complicated ones. So if I wanted to do something like set up a button to control the layer level, for instance, like right now I've got my layer 1 at 0, but if I wanted to fade this up to 100, I could really easily make a button, add an action, and then you'll see the first one actually is fading the level. So if I go ahead and add that, I can then insert the information I want. So if I want to fade up mix 1 layer 1 to 100, and maybe instead I want it over 5 seconds, I can go ahead and type 5,000. And now when I test this button, you can see the layer level is actually fading up over 5 seconds. So super cool. One of the other awesome things we can do with this is we've actually written a load media operation, but on top of that, loading the media, we have an option to auto play that media as well. So if I wanted to turn that on, what'll happen is if I pick a piece of media, maybe bank 12 clip 1 on layer 1, it will actually load the media, fade the layer up, play the media, and then when it's done, fade that back out again. So you can see if I show you my output here, when we reach the end of the playhead here, the end of the clip, the layer is actually going to fade itself back out, which can be super awesome, super powerful to kind of be like a one-shot box or something like that. So yeah, lots of cool things that we can do with it. Another common example of something you may want to do is control a very specific pin. So maybe on this layer, I want to control the brightness of the layer. I can also do that. So again, in the actions here, you can see there are pin set value. So if I go ahead and add that, you'll notice that I need to find the pin path and use underscores as separators. So again, if I want to do brightness for layer 1, I then need to find where brightness is and type all this in. So I know that it's in mix 1, layer 1, color, spelled with a U for all of our non-American friends, and then brightness as well. And brightness is a -1 to +1 range. So maybe if I want to set it to 1 to turn the entire clip white, I can do that. Hit the test button, and I clearly have missed something here. Oh, that's right. So this will get you to, I forgot to put the engine in there because I'm actually under the engine component in mix 1, layer 1, color. So once I've added the engine with an underscore, hit the test button, you can see my mix preview goes white. I'll show you my output. Proof's in the pudding. If I were to set it to like 0.5 or something like that, you'll see the clip is brighter. If I do -0.5, it's going to go darker. And there you go. Just like that, we can get all this stuff set up inside of the companion app and actually build our own little interface to control the servers as well. So just as powerful as DMX or multi-controller, it's just however you want to control your hippo, we've got the tools for you. So if you learned something this week, if you liked the video, make sure to subscribe and check us out next week. We'll come back with another one. But thank you. Cheers. Bye.